Johnny, the science guy, and Tanya, his assistant. The digestive system consists of the alimentary canals and various accessory glands that secrete digestive juices through ducts into the canal. It has 6 functions: ingestion, propulsion, mechanical breakdown, chemical digestion, absorption, and defecation. Now, Tanya, my assistant, is going to say a few words.
The presence of food stimulates a nervous reflex that causes the salivary glands to deliver saliva through ducts into the oral cavity. Mechanical digestion begins with the teeth of various shapes to cut, smash, and grind food, making the food easier to swallow and increase its surface area. The tongue aids the digestive process by evaluating ingested material and then enabling its further passage into the pharynx.
Wow, Tanya, that is really interesting. The Scooby Snack causes the salivary glands to produce saliva to begin the digestive process. The teeth break it down and the tongue assists it in the mouth. The epiglottis keeps the Scooby Snack pieces from going down the trachea.
When you swallow, the flap of cartilage called epiglottis prevents food from entering the trachea by covering the glottis. The esophagus connects to the stomach. The top of the esophagus contains striated muscle and it's active during swallowing. Throughout the rest of the esophagus, smooth muscle functions as peristalsis. Peristalsis is what pushes food along the alimentary canal.
And here's a fun fact for you. This is what allows you to digest food even when you're laying down. After ingestion and propulsion comes mechanical breakdown. The stomach, which is located below the diaphragm, stores food and continues digestion. The stomach secretes gastric juices and mixes this secretion with the food through a churning action. Once the Scooby Snack is broken down, it goes down the esophagus and into the stomach. In the stomach, the food particles mix with stomach acids and enzymes.
After the mechanical breakdown is chemical digestion. The pyloric sphincter, located where the stomach opens to the small intestine, helps regulate the passage of chyme into the small intestine.
The small intestine is where enzymatic hydrolysis of micromolecules occurs. The duodenum is where chyme from stomach mixes with digestive juices from the pancreas, liver, and gallbladder. Jejunum and ileum function mainly in the absorption of nutrients and water.
The pancreas aids chemical digestion by producing an alkaline rich in bicarbonate, as well as several enzymes. The bicarbonate neutralizes the acidity of chyme and acts as a buffer.
In the liver, bile are produced. Digestion of fats and other lipids begins in the small intestine and relies on the production of bile. The liver also breaks toxins that enter the body. Bile is stored and concentrated in the gallbladder.
Microvilli exposed to intestinal lumen create an enormous surface area as an adaptation that greatly increases the total capacity for nutrient absorption.
The large intestine ends the alimentary glands and consists of the colon, cecum, and rectum. The cecum is important for fermenting ingested material. The rectum, the terminal portion of the large intestine,
food and sucked out all the nutrients and once indigestible substances.
The mashed up Scooby Snack goes into the intestines. The liver makes the bile, and the pancreas makes digestive enzymes which helps release nutrients from the Scooby Snack so they can be absorbed and circulated throughout the body and the bloodstream. The fats, proteins, and carbohydrates go into the liver to make building blocks the body needs to grow and remove harmful substances. The water is removed and feces are formed in the large intestine. The rectum passes what the body doesn't need. Johnny, the science guy, and Tanya, his assistant.